Hello, this is Lyndall, and I'd like to introduce you to one of my observations in regarding to relationships. I refer to it as Porcupines and Pussycats, and what that means is basically be able to observe somebody realistically without judgment and assessing their characteristics and some of their little personality quirks, and then deciding where they're going to fit into your life and how they fit in. What I mean by that is that it's no use picking up a porcupine and sitting it on your lap and expecting it to behave like a pussycat. A pussycat is soft and warm and cuddly, or most of them are, and you can sit it on your lap and you can pat it and it will sit there and purr, and you can have a nice, quiet, gentle relationship with a pussycat and have an expectation for it to behave the way a pussycat would. So it's no use then looking across and seeing a perfectly good porcupine walking past and going, there's a porcupine, but I'm going to pick it up and expect it to behave like a pussycat, and I'm going to sit it on my lap and I'm going to pat it and I'm going to expect it to purr. That is an unrealistic expectation of the beast, and a lot of us do have that unrealistic expectation with the people in our lives. So therefore we project onto them what we expect of them. If they don't come through, we become quite disappointed and can therefore become quite resentful towards them. So now what I do is I observe quietly without judgment and just assess, what is that person like? What are the traits that they have? How are they, and how are they going to behave in my life? If I have expectations of them behaving differently, then I really need to change how I relate to them or change my expectations of them, because no matter how many times I pick a porcupine up and sit it on my lap, it's not going to be a pussycat. To put it very, very simply, observe people, look at them honestly and clearly without judgment, and then just say, well, this is how this person is. They're a perfectly good human being, but this is how they behave, and it's my unrealistic expectations that I have of them that is causing my disappointment and therefore resentment towards them. And when you can accept them for how they are and let go of unrealistic expectations, you are then setting yourself free of having any resentments towards them. And sometimes your relationships can improve dramatically, or sometimes you can just choose to let that person go and to move on and actually find somebody that does behave in a manner that you would like to have in your life. It's a matter of observe without judgment. Take notice of what that person is like, all of their little character traits, their behaviours, their belief systems, and then decide where they fit in your life and accept them for who and what they are. And if you need to, then it's up to you to change so that you can feel more comfortable with how they are, or let them go altogether.